She wasn't bound by time like the rest of us. While we moved forward 1 second at a time, she danced through the ages, a ghost in the machine of history. Her existence was a paradox, a being who could touch the past, present, and future all at once. A being of pure energy, she existed outside the normal flow. Her essence was intertwined with the very fabric of time, allowing her to navigate its currents with ease. She was a guardian, a sentinel of the ages, ensuring that the timeline remained intact. They called her Hope, a traveler between moments. She was a myth to some, a legend to others, but to those who knew her true purpose, she was a beacon of hope. Her journeys took her to the dawn of civilization and the far reaches of the future. A whisper in the winds of history. She moved silently, her presence felt but rarely seen. The ruins of ancient empires and the bustling streets of future metropolises were her playground. She was a silent force, guiding the course of events with a gentle touch. Her purpose was clear: to right the wrongs of the past. She was a warrior of time, battling against the injustices that had been forgotten by history. Her mission was to ensure that the mistakes of the past did not repeat themselves in the future, to bring justice to the forgotten. She was a savior to those who had been lost to the annals of time. Her interventions were subtle yet powerful, altering the course of history in ways that were both profound and necessary to heal the wounds of time. She was a healer, mending the fractures in the timeline that threatened to unravel the very fabric of reality. Her touch was gentle yet firm, ensuring that the wounds of the past were healed and the future was secure. She moved through the years effortlessly. Her transitions were seamless, a dance through the ages that left no trace. She was a master of her craft, her movements precise and calculated, ensuring that the timeline remained unbroken. A silent observer, a phantom in the shadows, she watched as history unfolded, her presence a constant yet unseen. She was a guardian, ensuring that the timeline remained intact, her interventions subtle yet impactful. She had seen empires rise and fall. The rise and fall of civilizations were but moments in her eternal journey. She witnessed the birth of nations and their eventual decline, her presence a constant through the ages. She witnessed humanity's greatest triumphs and its darkest hours. From the heights of human achievement to the depths of despair, she was there, a silent witness to the unfolding drama of history. Her heart ached for the suffering she saw, yet she remained resolute in her mission. Each journey through time hardened her resolve. With every trip through the ages, her determination grew stronger. She was a warrior, a guardian, a healer, and a savior. Her mission clear and unwavering. The past, a tapestry of broken promises and forgotten dreams, fueled her mission. The memories of those she had saved and those she had lost were etched into her soul, driving her forward in her eternal quest to heal the wounds of time. The Jack the Ripper case. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart, the assassination of JFK. Unsolved mysteries whispered her name, beckoning her to unravel their secrets. She walked among the living, a ghost in the machine, unseen, unheard, but always present. Observing, analyzing, piecing together the fragments of forgotten truths. Her touch was subtle. A nudge here, a whisper there, changing the course of events, one life at a time. Justice, she believed, was a song silenced too soon, a melody she was destined to play again. But her journey through time held a terrifying revelation, a glimpse into a future warped beyond recognition. Skyscrapers lay shattered, swallowed by creeping vines. The air hung heavy, thick with the stench of decay. Humanity, it seemed, had paid a terrible price for tampering with time. This wasn't the future she envisioned. This wasteland, devoid of laughter and hope, was a monument to good intentions gone wrong. Each attempt to heal the past had fractured the future, creating a distorted reflection of what should have been. Beneath the ruins, she uncovered a chilling truth. Hidden deep within the ancient structures, a secret lay dormant, waiting to be discovered. The air was thick with the weight of centuries-old mysteries, and as she delved deeper, the enormity of what she found began to dawn on her. A conspiracy woven through the fabric of time itself. It was as if the very threads of history had been manipulated, twisted to serve a hidden agenda. The more she learned, the more she realized that this was no ordinary plot. It was a grand design, meticulously crafted over millennia. An organization known as the Architects had discovered the ability to manipulate temporal energy. This was not just about changing events, it was about altering the very essence of time. They had harnessed advanced technology far beyond anything she had ever imagined to bend time to their will. They sought to reshape the world in their image, believing themselves to be the ultimate arbiters of fate. With their holographic maps and intricate plans, they aimed to create a new reality, one where they held absolute power. Their vision was grand, but it was also deeply flawed. Their motives, cloaked in shadows, were a twisted perversion of her own. While she sought to understand and preserve the past, they aimed to dominate and control it. Their intentions were dark, driven by a desire for power and control that knew no bounds. They too sought to correct the past, but their corrections were not about righting wrongs. They were about rewriting history to suit their needs. Every change they made was a step towards a future where they reigned supreme, unchallenged and unopposed. But their methods were brutal, their vision warped by a thirst for power. They would stop at nothing to achieve their goals, even if it meant erasing entire timelines or sacrificing countless lives. Their actions were a stark contrast to the ideals she held dear. The architects believed that by controlling the past, they could control the future. They saw time as a tool, a means to an end. By manipulating key events, they aimed to shape the future in their favor, ensuring their dominance for generations to come. Their manipulations, however, had unforeseen consequences, creating ripples that spread like a virus through time. Each alteration they made sent shockwaves through history, causing unpredictable changes that threatened to unravel the very fabric of reality. The more they tampered, the more unstable the timeline became, leading to a cascade of events that no one could control. The Starseed saw the truth with horrifying clarity. Every life saved, every injustice corrected had unintended consequences. Like the butterfly's wings, even the smallest change could create a hurricane in the future. The past, she realized, was not hers to fix. It was a tapestry woven with threads of both darkness and light. To unravel one was to risk unraveling it all. The weight of her actions pressed down on her, the realization a crushing blow. Her mission, once so pure, now felt like a naive dream. Section 6. The Weight of Time. Time, she discovered, was not a straight line, but a labyrinth of infinite possibilities. Each twist and turn held a new secret, a new challenge and a new revelation. The maze was alive, pulsating with the energy of countless decisions made and unmade. It was a living entity, breathing with the hopes and fears of those who dared to navigate its intricate pathways. Each choice, each action created a new path, a new potential future. The weight of these decisions was immense, for every step she took could lead to salvation or ruin. The crossroads were not just physical but metaphorical, representing the endless possibilities that lay before her. She felt the burden of responsibility, knowing that her choices could ripple through time, affecting countless lives. The future she had witnessed, the dystopian wasteland, was but one of countless outcomes. It was a stark reminder of what could happen if she faltered. The apocalyptic landscape was a vision of despair, a world where hope had been extinguished. Yet it was not set in stone. It was a possible future, one that she had the power to change if she made the right choices. The weight of her actions pressed down on her, the realization a crushing blow. She felt the immense pressure of her mission, the knowledge that every move she made could have far-reaching consequences. The stress was palpable, a constant companion that gnawed at her resolve. She knew that she could not afford to make mistakes, for the cost was too high. Her mission, once so pure, now felt like a naive dream. The idealism that had driven her was now overshadowed by the harsh realities of the labyrinth. She felt disillusioned, her hope waning as the enormity of her task became clear. The dream of saving the future seemed distant, almost unattainable, as she grappled with the complexities of time. She was not a savior, but a force of chaos, unintentionally twisting the delicate balance of time. Her actions, though well-intentioned, had unforeseen consequences. The chaos she caused disrupted the natural order, creating ripples that spread far and wide. She realized that her presence in the labyrinth was not just a quest for salvation, but a test of her ability to navigate the complexities of time without causing harm. Her journey through time, once filled with purpose, was now a haunting echo of good intentions gone awry. She walked through the corridors of time, her steps heavy with the weight of her experiences. The haunted expression on her face spoke of the trials she had faced, the lessons she had learned, and the realization that the path to the future was fraught with peril. Yet, despite the challenges, she continued on, driven by the hope that she could still make a difference. Section 7. Trapped in the echoes. She was trapped in a prison of her own making, a temporal paradox of her own design. The echoes of her actions reverberated throughout time, distorting the very fabric of reality. How could she, a single being, hope to undo the damage she had wrought? The future, once a beacon of hope, now loomed before her, a desolate testament to her hubris. Was this the legacy of the starseed, to be remembered not as a savior, but as a destroyer? Section 8. A paradox of choice. The starseed faced a heart-wrenching choice: continue to manipulate time and risk further unraveling the delicate threads of existence, or abandon her mission and allow the past, with all its imperfections, to stand. The burden of such a decision was almost too much to bear. The fate of humanity, the very essence of time itself, rested on her shoulders. Was there a right answer, or was she destined to forever be haunted by the echoes of her actions? Section 9. The unending cycle. The question echoed through the corridors of time, a haunting reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. Were we as humans destined to repeat the mistakes of the past, forever trapped in a cycle of destruction and despair? Or could we learn from the echoes of our actions and forge a new path, one where the past served not as a burden but as a guide? The answer, like the mysteries of time itself, remained elusive, a challenge for future generations to unravel.